Welcome back, everybody, to the Creating Character Podcast. My name is James Willems, and this is the podcast where we dissect everything from what it takes to reach your goals when you're already halfway down the line and how much popcorn costs when you get it from the movie theater. Honestly, that's the major topic we talk about now. Isn't that right, Sky?
Yeah, that's kind of the real premise of the show.
Yeah.
If we could have foreseen what the show would become, we could have like renamed it. We're always renaming this show.
That's true.
You know, we always talk about the popcorn podcast, the least controversial, whatever it is. But I think we probably should have leaned into the whole popcorn thing. But here we are.
Here we are. You know, something that occurred to me recently was how much we've been talking about movie popcorn and how often you go to the movies to buy popcorn, but we never talk about movies because I feel like you don't see many movies.
I don't. I almost went yesterday to get some popcorn on my way home from dinner, by the way. And let's get our boy Eric Bedore in here, our producer.
Desperate to speak up.
You almost went to get popcorn after dinner?
Oh, yeah. It was after dessert, actually. Had dinner, went somewhere, or had some dessert, and then almost stopped to get some popcorn. And so, you know what? I did tell you guys I have a little something. I have a prop today.
Okay.
Yeah. While we're on the subject.
I knew it.
We might as well get right to it. There's no reason to come back to it, right?
Okay.
So somebody sent me a video last night, and they said like, oh, surprisingly, microwave popcorn is better frozen. And it's like you put it in the freezer, you freeze it, you take it out. They said it's supposed to really hit, like it's crunchy and the salt hits. And I was like, okay, I got to try this. So I immediately made a bag of popcorn. I put it in a Ziploc bag, as she did in the video, popped it in the freezer. And I brought it.
Got to be kidding me. Is this for real? You just got a bag of cold ass popcorn?
Now I did, it was a commute here.
Yeah.
So there may not
a bit.
Yeah, it's probably not frozen, but
yeah,
go ahead and grab some of that. I'm sorry,
it
Eric,
already
that
doesn't
you can't.
look nearly as good as movie popcorn.
It definitely doesn't look nearly as good. I'm sorry that you can't try it, Eric.
Our audio listeners, I apologize, but what is this thing is like? This is not. I'm going to pass on that one.
What are you doing?
Here, I'll find the absolute best looking one.
You need another handful. I'm
good.
stuck here. All right, how is it? No. The scent is there.
No way. No way. It's like less flavorful.
What about the podcast audience that just hears?
Yeah, they might like it. ASMR's big.
It's just crunchy. It's not like movie theater popcorn.
No, this is worse.
You want to try it,
You
Aaliyah?
think frozen popcorn from a bag isn't as good as movie theater popcorn? Is our audio engineer having some?
Yeah.
You're tricking other people into this? You're doing
No, I'm good.
Okay, we're good.
Look at this. Look at this thing. It looks like scientists found this like as a fossilized deep sea creature. It's not the color of popcorn. It's not the shape of popcorn.
That's another reason why microwave popcorn just ain't it. Because it doesn't cook evenly.
We're doing like illegal popcorn experiments on this show. Like this shit, I feel like you got scammed.
Illegal?
I feel like they went, I have a popcorn trick for you, but I need you to give me your credit card information.
Yeah.
It's like some prince from another country. No, I had to try it. And yeah, I'm not really impressed.
No, not good. And I think it honestly tastes worse having gone through that process than if you had just pulled it out of the microwave and ate it.
And if there are any people that are fans of this that are watching, I already know they're going to say, oh, but you said it right there. It thawed out. I did try it when it was fresh out of the freezer. About the same.
No. Yeah. I don't know how that would help.
So movie theater popcorn is still on top.
Congratulations.
But hey, we got a popcorn segment in.
I warned you guys at the top that this podcast is mostly.
Okay.
It should be called the
Well,
Popcast.
if we're gonna,
The podcast is hot.
If we're going to stay in just segments that we typically do or whatever, I want to be the guy this week that goes, hey, what's up with those shoes? Look at those shoes that Sky has
They're
on.
great. I
Look at
noticed them.
Nice, right?
Yeah, I like them a lot.
These are some Air Force Ones. I bought them years ago. I don't wear them too often. But I don't even know if there's a name for them. I'm sure there is, but they're kind of crazy all over. I know you can't really see them. But
They look great. They're like got a
Steve,
camouflage. They almost animal patterns.
I'm just gonna take it off.
Animals of the Serengeti.
Yeah, snake skin. It's a bunch of different animals.
Very cool.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I was looking at some shoes the other day when I was hanging around Nordstom Rack.
Oh hell yeah!
He had some good deals on shoes, and I said, well, I know those Hokas are still $50 off, but that's still too expensive for me.
It is still up there. I went to Nordstrom Rack not that long ago. I liked it. Yeah,
They're great.
I think I bought some shoes from there actually.
They got good stuff, and they have stuff in my size. I'm size 13, which
They got
doesn't-
big ones. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah. This is a great podcast. We should call this podcast should have just been called like Pulling Threads.
Pulling. We can talk about something actually important and interesting, and that is you are heading to the airport in a couple of hours.
In a couple hours. Yeah. For once, I'm on the road.
You're the guy that's heading straight to the airport. You
Yeah.
said earlier, you're like, I wonder if you almost, as the men of the year used to call them, not our fancies, our comfies.
Yeah.
You thought about coming dressed in your comfies, your flight attire.
Yeah.
You didn't do it. Should have done it next time.
I didn't do it.
But tell us about this trip.
Yeah, so I'm heading to New York City. I'm doing a live comedy show at the Bell House in Brooklyn. That's anyone who's hearing this, it's too late.
Yeah.
The
If
show's
you watch
already
this show on
happened.
Thursday, it's over.
Yeah, it happened the day before this.
It was a
this
sellout,
podcast.
monumental success, huge,
Huge
Did
success.
better than
I mean,
Smashing Machine.
You might have read about it on the news. Oh my gosh, Smashing Machine.
I actually really want to see that.
I want to see it too, but apparently it's
Not doing well. But
not
that's all
doing
right.
well.
It's all right.
But yeah, so I'm going to New York to do this show. I've done the show 4 times in LA. And it's a trivia comedy podcast, but with a big panel of guests. And then I've come up with all the questions, and they're stupid and silly. And I get celebrity cameos to
That's
chime in. And so I'm really excited to do it. This is the first time we've ever done it outside of LA.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited to see East Coast people coming out to the show, and then we're also, I'm going with my wife because she's on the panel. She's
Okay.
on the show. And so we're going to do some New York stuff. We're going to go to
Yeah.
like a Broadway show.
Oh wow.
We might go to Sleepy Hollow because it's not too far away and it's Halloween time.
Yep.
So we're going to make a fun little trip out of it.
How long are you going to be there?
Like 4 days.
Nice. That's a good trip.
4 days, yeah. But
That's a
it's a
good trip.
red eye tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're doing the podcast, and then I'm going to go back, finish packing, probably shower.
Yeah.
And then,
You going out of LAX?
no.
Oh,
No.
you got Burbank.
Yeah.
Yo, you got a red eye out of Burbank?
I know.
Wow. Okay, that's hot.
And so,
Love that.
and my wife didn't realize. So leading up until about yesterday, she thought we were going to have to go to LAX.
So that's stress.
and then I think the conversation came up somewhere else, and I was like, "Well, we're coming out." And she was like, "What did you say?"
Yeah.
I said, "It's Burbank." She's like, "Can you can you confirm that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll check it." And I pulled up the ticket, and she's like, "Oh my!" It's like a whole weight had been lifted off of her body.
Huge. Is that me?
So
Sorry.
that's fine.
And you were saying
is
that
me.
when you're done here, you're gonna go shower and shave,
Uh-huh.
and then Sky. This is right before the cameras were rolling.
Yeah.
And Sky said, "Oh, you're not gonna shower the whole time you're in New York." And we
Yeah.
all had a nice laugh.
But then
and you were about to tell a story that I made you stop because you said, "Did you know I went to space camp
So-
as a kid?" Which is insane.
So I now we're getting completely off topic, but yeah, because I was like, oh, should I should I shave for this podcast? And I said no. Why would I do that? But I am gonna shower and shave after this podcast, so I don't have to. I said so I don't have to do it in New York, meaning shave before the show
Wait a minute.
in New York.
The show is on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's a Monday.
You can go 2 days without shaving.
I like
at
to
all?
have a little.
a little stubble.
I like to
little
have.
Scott
I'm
Hall.
going to grow into a little
Scott Hall.
That's a
Yeah.
generous way to describe what I
little
grow.
Scott Hall, yeah.
But so the plan would be to reach that point, and
Okay.
then I wouldn't have. This would be the one thing I have to worry about. And then you made the joke about me not showering, and that made me reminded me of the fact that I went to space camp as a kid. So I went to space camp as a kid.
What is space camp?
Space camp, Eric, you know what space camp is. It was the dream of a lot of children growing up.
You go inside and you do all the space astronaut activities, so you can become an astronaut, but you're like 9.
I think there were 2 of them. One was in Cape Canaveral, Florida, and the other one may have been in Houston.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Or something.
That makes sense.
But basically, they were offshoots of NASA for kids.
Okay, it sounds cool.
So it was like a week or two long thing. Mine was only a week. I think you can get different ones where you go. I never went to any other camps. Like I never went into the wilderness and did canoeing and stuff. This is the only time I did something that was like away from home for an extended period of time. And it was, I went to space camp in Florida when I was a kid. I went with my brother who's 3 years older than me. And so my parents did this thing where they didn't want to split us up. So I was with kids that were 3 years older than me, tagging along with my brother. I didn't handle the separation very well. I may have been slightly too young
From your parents.
from my parents.
Yeah.
And I didn't vibe with the locker room shower type setup of whatever young age I was. I was like, And so I showered in the course of a week. I showered twice. And it was there was one point where I just remember like everyone left to go do something. And I said, now is my only chance.
Yeah.
So I like ran in there and showered real quick. And I was like, well, I'm never doing that again. And then the other one was because we did an activity that was in a pool underwater to simulate zero gravity. We're like building a thing underwater. And then when you came out, you had to go through a shower, like a post pool shower. And so when it was all said and done, my parents were like, how was it? That was great. And they came and visited, but like from a distance, so we wouldn't see them.
And because you were stinky.
I was saying when it was all done, they were like, how was it? Was it fun? And I was like, yeah, I had fun. And they were like, oh, we're so happy. Like it literally was like, what is that? And then I explained to them that I only showered twice the whole time.
I'm still not really in on the group shower.
No, I mean, I'd be weird to say if you were. I think neutral is about as good as you should get, right? Like,
I mean, like there's teams. Like I trained with this team. This is a story for another episode, but I did this reality show in Switzerland years ago. And
What?
Yeah.
This is a great podcast. What we're nailing.
And what that's we could talk about. But I trained with this team. It's a grappling team, and they all showered in a group. And I was like, I don't
like
really want to
open
do
shower?
that.
Yeah.
Just open shower. And I was like, and like, I was with another American there, and we were like both like, no, we were gonna wait until everybody's done, and then we'll go in and shower. So
I think we're at the point where we can have just like a divider.
Yeah, well, at least a divider.
If you shower at like a 24-hour fitness or whatever,
100%.
there's like a little stall with a divider. And I still try don't let my skin touch any of the surfaces.
Yeah.
Like you put on your sandals or whatever, and like the walls. You don't let anything.
We had that. We would train when I was doing MMA and stuff. We had that exact thing. We would all go shower, but we had like the stalls and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't want to
The group
shower with a bunch of other people. It's just strange to me.
What's it like on the road? You're in different venues, different stadiums and stuff every week. Say you work, it's hot, sweaty, you come back, get the gear off. Are you waiting to get back to the hotel to shower, or are you finding something there?
It kind of depends on where you are on the show. Now, they do have different showers at different venues. Some of them are divided. Some of them are like the group shower dynamic. And usually if it is the group shower dynamic, there's only one person going at a time or whatever. So, but like, again, if you're really, really late on the show, and you might have a shuttle to catch, or you might have, your ride wants to dip, you might just throw some stuff on, kind of clean up the best you can, and then go back to the hotel and shower. And some guys probably just don't at all because there's some stinky dudes out there.
Yeah.
No.
Can I actually have a question. Anytime I have a match, I am filthy afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, and it feels that we talked about the second wind aspect, where like sometimes the best thing you can do is like run some stairs, cool down, and then go out and have the match, because the second wind is less intense than the first spin up.
For sure.
But I feel like I'll be in it and I'll feel fine, and I feel like my wind is fine, and then I come out and then I sit down, and then like all the sweat
Yeah.
that has been sitting in the wings now. So I am just toweling myself off for like 20 minutes after the match.
Yeah.
And then eventually I have to take my things off, and I'm peeling things off my body because of the sweat, like knee pads and knee sleeves and boots and those things. Do you just put those in your carry-on and then just like be like, I'll handle this when I get home? Or is there some sort of...
Yeah, for the most part.
Really?
I have like a travel, those travel cubes.
Mm-hmm.
I usually keep my gear in those.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I'll put them in there so they're like separate. And I also keep my gear separate from my clothes.
Okay.
They're in 2 different bags, or like, how roller bags will have like a zip.
Right.
So there's that. There is a hack I can tell you about for like your knee pads.
Oh, I'd love to.
I learned this from Candice La Rae way back in the day. And I don't know if she still does it, but I still do it from time to time, is you use dryer sheets. And whenever you're not wearing your knee pads, put dryer sheets in them. And then you can pack them. And then when you wrestle, you're obviously for those that don't know, one of the like smelliest things you'll have is like your knees under your knee pads, because that's they're covered, they're tight, it's really sweaty. So I've noticed when you do that, your knee doesn't smell as much, and it actually kind of has like a nice minty scent to it, and they don't get as smelly. And so then you could wash them. As soon as you're done washing them, throw a dryer sheet in there, take it out when you wear it. When you're done wearing it, put it back in there, and yada yada yada. It does help.
So you're about to take a pile driver and your head's in there, you go, not bad. Boom.
Like Downy.
yeah, we're going
like,
Downy.
Downy, Aqua Mint. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's a little hack. It helps.
Right.
Yeah, it does help.
Interesting. Yeah,
for sure.
Can I ask, because I don't know, I don't have gear. How often are you supposed to be washing that gear?
I wash. So I wash every time, pretty much. It really, like, the best thing to do is to get those like netted zip clothes washer bags, like delicate washer bags or whatever. So I use those for my actual like pants that I wear. I'll just kind of throw the knee pads and trunks and stuff like that in, but then I'll wash those or the actual gear, because they're expensive and they're nice and yada yada yada. Wash them in a delicates bag, and then you always hang dry.
That's good to know, because that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, hang dry.
I do delicates. Right. I put it all in there. I mean, I only have trunks, and then I have like the sleeves and the pads and stuff. And then after every single match, I mean, the idea of putting it on again is
I always wash it. I will not lie. Early in my career, when I was younger, I didn't wash them every time. But yeah, I didn't want to be. And I know a lot of guys that didn't do that. They would just carry Febreze with them. Yeah, which is rough.
I get it. If you're wrestling frequently, like I'm like at most I'm doing once a week. You know, so the last thing I want to imagine is it just sitting somewhere, like growing. Yeah, like an ecosystem inside those knee pads.
Well, there's situations that you can't anticipate. Like if you are doing one show and you have one set of gear with you, and then all of a sudden, like, I'll just give you an example. I was booked for one show years ago, and I went and did that show, and while I was at that show, they asked a promoter hit me up asking if I can do a show that night that was about 2 hours away. And so it was like, okay, I didn't have time to go home and get another set of gear. I had to just take the same gear, so I had to go to that show and put sweaty gear on. It was pretty gross, but
slimes it up.
Oh, hey, man, it was it's what you got to do.
You didn't have to borrow someone else's gear.
That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
Have you ever had to do that?
Fortunately, no, I have not had to do that.
What do you think is going to happen in your life that you knocked on wood? I feel like you're at the point in your career where you can control those circumstances.
I kind of at this point want to just switch to the Tommy Dreamer like t-shirt pant. I legitimately thought about doing that. Yeah. But I was like, man, I should just I liked that look, the taped fists.
It's a different vibe for sure. I
probably wouldn't work for me.
I don't think it would. It would work for Tommy Dreamer, a guy who looks like he just wandered in off the street, right?
But he used to wear like a singlet like early in his career, and he was jacked. But yeah, like he would switch to the t-shirt and pants, and it just worked way better.
I think you need to do the Eddie Kingston, where he takes it seriously on the upper half, and then the bottom half are just pants he found.
I used to always think about like Konnan, like whenever he wanted a new set of gear, he just had to run to like Walmart
Yeah.
and get some,
Yeah.
some, of those shorts or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm like, that's pretty sick, man. He was spending like $16 on his gear.
Well, I mean,
smart.
that was Kidman was the same thing. Get
Yeah.
the jorts and like a tank top.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, let's get out there and do a shooting star. That was it. That was it. Book me.
But he was
Easy.
awesome. It was
Wow.
great. That gear worked for him. Or like we said, DDP, he rocked the jeans.
Mm-hmm.
All he needed was a pair of jeans and a roll of tape.
It's crazy. Yeah, I was saying a big
Yeah.
roll of tape. A big roll of tape.
For the ribs.
Those ribs are never going to heal. Also,
don't
by the
heal
way, way lower than where the ribs
Way
are.
lower than
Way
where ribs
lower.
are.
It's
That's
like it's-
not where ribs are.
Yeah, that it was a thing in wrestling. They always like taped the waist. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, his ribs are messed up. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's almost like they're trying to hide something. Like maybe he
What are you
doesn't want to
talking
wrestle
about?
in a shirt, but he'll tape the lower half. Don't worry about it.
No.
Yeah, maybe I should get a rib injury.
Oh, that.
Out of context, that statement.
Tape up my midsection.
Well,
Hold it
now
all together.
the thing is, if we went back there now with the technology we have, it'd be all the kinesio tape
Yeah,
or
it
whatever,
would, it
right?
would,
Like he'd
yeah.
just be taped up in different directions all over.
Well, that and I don't think they tape your ribs when you hurt them, so they wouldn't do that at all.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
doesn't
think they
do
do that,
anything.
right? Doesn't do
I'm pretty
anything. Yeah,
sure.
what would
I'm
it
pretty
do?
sure when you have a rib injury, the doctors are like, "Be careful."
Yeah.
Like that's
we-
all we can do.
Did we all just sit here figuring it out that like they don't actually tape your ribs, but we only just figured it out right now? We're all like around 40 going like, yeah, I don't think they do. Oh, wrestling really got me for that long.
Wrestling got us.
tricked the shit
Yeah.
out of me.
Yeah.
Also, the amount of time it was taped, it's like it ain't healing, man.
Yeah, it's not.
Like it's not
because
healing.
that's not what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to stop
Don't
doing
tape. Stop
wrestling.
the activity
Yeah,
that you're
yeah.
doing that's hurting your ribs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. He was too hot.
That's good. I mean, it's great stuff. I love it. I love all of the. I was saying to Sky beforehand that I rolled my ankle really, really bad before a match that I had on Friday.
Y'all can't see, but it's swollen and
still
discolored.
It's still swollen and discolored. But I wanted to still have the match. But the beautiful thing that I was saying that I love about professional wrestling is people were like, "How are you going to have your match?" And I was like, "Well, I'm going to tell the guy that I'm wrestling to watch out for my ankle. We're in it together."
Yeah.
And so I was wrestling Miggy Rose, and I was like, "Hey, so my ankle is really messed." He had already heard. He was like, "How's your ankle doing?" And I was like, I'm walking on it. We're good. I'm gonna wrap it up in this boot." And he's like, "So should we avoid the ankle or focus on the ankle?" And I was like, "That's a great question, because if you focus on it, then I can acknowledge
can
that I'll
sell
be limping and I
Yeah.
won't have to do certain things. But if we avoid it altogether, then I was like, well, just don't make me run around too much."
I'll say this, at least it's your left ankle.
Mm.
Because for those who don't know, obviously in America, we work the left side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And so, it's like, if
It
it
makes
was your
sense.
right ankle.
Then yeah.
then
Now I'm
get
limping on both sides.
You're limping on both
So
sides.
what's happening out there? He's
And
going
I've
back
seen
and
that
forth.
happen before where a guy, I think he had like a bump, his knee was like messed up. So he's like, "Hey man, my knee is sore. Can you work my knee during the match?" Whatever. And the guy worked his other knee.
Oh,
So
no.
he worked the left knee.
Yeah, yeah.
And so he was like, both. He was like, "Oh, my right knee hurts so bad, but I gotta sell the left."
It's pretty magical.
Have you run into that much, James, where you guys are, you're working the left and everything, like at like the level that you're at? Have you worked anyone from, I think, Mexico
Mexico.
works the right? Yeah. Have you run into that at all?
No, it comes up mostly in practice as like a be aware. I mean, part of the reason I got the injury was because we were doing arm drags, but we were doing American arm drags, and then the last part of the drill was to switch to a lucha arm drag, which would be the other side.
Oh, just screw up your brain.
Yeah, and so I think there was like a back and forth. You're coming off someone's shoulders and then go off to. So I think I was like, my legs were like, where are we supposed to be right now?
Yeah.
And so just landed wrong. So
Lock up opposite, do opposite, everything's opposite.
it seems crazy.
Is
Yeah.
that hard, Sky?
Hell yeah.
Having to make that shift.
The lockup is the hardest part. Like, I don't know, your brain just, you
It
have to
doesn't-
like, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't do that though.
the idea of taking.
Oh,
a
is that
head-
right?
I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't do.
Do you just tell
I don't
them?
do that.
Listen,
I'd be like,
come on.
"Oh, this guy's gonna want to lock up the other way. I'm just gonna kick him in the gut."
Oh, nice. Nice. Let's avoid the lockup altogether.
I miss the era of wrestling where every match started with a kick or a punch.
Yeah.
Every match started with a slugfest. Forget locking out.
Yeah, it's great. I was talking to some guys. I called a show last night, and I was talking to some guys where they were like, well, how do you want to start this? And it's like, well, is there heat here? Like, are you guys doing something, or are we just having a match? And they're like, yeah, I guess if like there's no heat, why wouldn't we lock up? Like, why would I just attack them? And I'm like, yeah, but that's funny. Like, just get out.
Bro, jump
Everyone's
start.
like, let's have a sporting contest.
Jump start.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do back in all the trios matches we would do back in the day. Jump start. Let's get right to it.
You got to come to practice because like 90% of the practice is the philosophy of a match. So like, you know, someone's really playing the heel and someone's really playing the baby face. And so we almost never lock up because it's acknowledged. It's like, what are we doing? We're just burning ourselves out. If we want to set up that dynamic, almost every single thing that we do starts with the baby face coming, hands up.
Yeah.
Like, ah! And then boom.
Eat the knee or the boot.
Yeah, just takes a boot right in the gut. And then from there, it's just into
you
whatever.
know right away.
Yeah, that's how we do
It's not a good guy thing to do.
No. Man, it's
Well,
yeah, it's wild.
We're getting close to the end of the show.
Really? That was fast.
Yeah, I mean, we're at like, we're getting close to that half hour mark, man. I mean, we're like running. I just don't want you guys to get like crazy on a topic or whatever. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about New York, James, and you going or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess this is sort of is this around New York Comic Con? Is that what's happening?
It is, yeah. New York Comic Con is that weekend, which is part of the reason that no, thank you. It's part of the reason we picked this date because we thought people might be in town and looking for stuff to do. And, you know, I love when people come to the show and they're like, oh, James, like we know your work. We like know you from Funhouse or we listen to your podcast or something like that. And we want you to be on the show or we want to see you on the show. But some of the best times are when people go, I didn't know what this was. I just wandered up. And I'm like, oh, that's great. And so hopefully we'll get some people that just wander up.
It looks like Sky's.
Yeah.
It looks like Sky's watching a movie.
Yeah.
I got this like full screen on my monitor, and it's James going like, "Yeah, I think this is what we're thinking or whatever." And Sky, piece by piece, intently watching you.
We get to see to see how he eats the popcorn. He grabs like 3 and he pops one in at a time.
Yeah, that's the way I do. How do you do it?
Well, I just know there's different ways. I don't want any.
I grab about 3.
Have you
pop
seen
one
the
at a
Tom
time.
Cruise? The Tom Cruise popcorn is my favorite version.
How does he do it?
Handful. Shoots him into his mouth.
One at a time?
Yeah.
Give it a try.
That's skillful.
He
I
gets
can't
that
do it.
whole
I'll make
big
a
handful
big
and pop,
mess.
pop, pop.
You were already making a big mess.
Yeah.
I was. That's, I don't know if you guys caught it earlier, but I picked some up off the floor and ate it.
This
Is there
mine,
still
though.
some?
There's some beneath your chair. Don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yes, New York Comic Con is also that weekend. I don't think I'll probably make it out there, but the good thing is it means that some people will be in town that I know, so I'll probably try and see some people that I wouldn't otherwise see.
Have you been to New York Comic Con before?
I went a couple years ago because I co-wrote a Ghostbusters game, and the launch for that game was during New York Comic Con weekend, just coincidentally. And one of the people that worked at the studio was like, "You want to go?" So then we just got badges and wandered around for a couple hours.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How was it compared? Because you've been to San Diego Comic Con.
That's
How was
actually
it?
what I was going to say.
compared?
I was going to ask about that, the difference between.
Nothing feels like it comes close to San Diego Comic Con. The biggest convention that I've ever been to in my whole life was Gamescom, and that's in Cologne, Germany.
Oh, wow.
But it's like if all of Europe and like half of America went to a convention, and the convention center is massive. The whole town is overrun. Then San Diego Comic Con, which is obviously crazy and takes over that entire part of San Diego. New York Comic Con feels in line. If you've ever been to like a PAX or something, it feels like maybe it's slightly larger than that. Good amount of people that kind of spill out into the surrounding areas, but it's not like overwhelming. Like sometimes you're like, you can see it. Something's happening. There's like a vortex drawing in a bunch of people in cosplay. But maybe New York is just so diverse and dynamic that you wouldn't notice that anyway. They kind of accommodate it.
You would think that New York would be the biggest. I mean, because New York it's New York.
Yeah.
But
I think they just
San
don't have
Diego,
the
we got 'em,
space.
huh?
Yeah, they just don't have the space to accommodate something that massive. Whereas
Makes
San
sense.
Diego, I feel like, has that huge convention center.
Yeah, that's
Well,
why.
it's the convention center, and now, like, dude, you don't even need a ticket to Comic-Con to experience Comic-Con. You
Yeah.
go, and it's all just downtown. They take over the ballpark. Like, the Padres don't play that weekend.
Wow.
Because the Comic-Con takes over the inside. They did like a zombie run on the inside of Petco Park that you could participate in like a year or two ago. It was crazy. And then, like, you would think post-COVID, like, oh, you know, maybe it's going to be smaller, whatever. Dude, it is full force still. It is just, it's so massive. And the wait list to get a like booth is like you got a decade long wait.
Yeah.
It's Comic-Con is nuts in San Diego. And I've just never been to the New York one. It just seems like so big, but in like a really different way.
Yeah.
And then, but guys, don't worry. LA's expanding its convention center. So get
Heck
a big convention up there. Get another Comic-Con going on up there. You guys excited for
Well, we just had
4 years?
LA Comic-Con or whatever happen recently, and I guess it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like, I know some
like
people
nobody
that went and it wasn't like, super crowded or whatever. It was way more mundane.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I went to when I first moved to Los Angeles that summer. I went to San Diego Comic-Con, and so this would have been 2006. We just like got up that morning and we're like, should we go? All right, let's go. We got in the car, drove down there, walked up to a kiosk. 1 ticket to Comic-Con, please. Bought it and then went in and wandered around. There were like a couple big lines for very specific panels, but we walked up to the ticket booth and said, 1 ticket to Comic-Con, please. And then we got in, which is crazy.
That
to
is
think about.
crazy.
That was maybe the last year. 2006, 2007 is probably like the last gasp of what Comic-Con used to be. And then Entourage, the TV show, did a whole thing about Comic-Con or what. They're like, oh, we're doing all this Comic-Con stuff. And then everyone went the year after. And now it is kind of what it's become, where it's like this huge unruly thing. But it's just real different. We used to like ride our bikes down there and then we would be like 16 and get like a child's ticket. And they'd be like, well, can I see ID? And we go, no, I'm a child.
Yeah, that's the loophole. Yeah.
But that's what it used to be. It's just real different now. I mean, it's a whole industry in itself also. It's just, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But
Love it.
again, it's an industry in the way that, I mean, James is going out there to do a live show around this thing that's happening. Like that's
big time.
That's what they count on.
Big time.
It's
Hell
fun. It's cool. I'm excited to be in the city during that time. So
Yeah.
You want to speculate? I mean, we are recording this before you go and everything, and this can maybe be like the last thing as we kind of wind down and everything. You want to speculate about how it went? Anything outrageous happened at your live show?
I tend to open the shows with some like not 5 minutes of material. Sometimes I do 5 minutes, but there's enough other things that I need to balance for this that I'm not doing. So I'm opening it with some jokes. And so I think the jokes are going to go pretty well.
I hope.
But I also, they might not go so well either.
Well,
So you want to give us?
you want to give us a preview?
I mean, this has already happened, but the plan was to open the show with, thank you, Riyadh, for having me.
Oh boy.
So I'm excited.
That's good. All right, that's good. That's a good joke. I like that one. Hell
like it.
yeah.
I like
Awesome.
it.
The next, so definitely stick around for the next episode of this show.
Yes.
Where I have the real time reaction to how that joke went.
Yes.
So it's going to open with me going like, hey, everybody, welcome back to the Creating Character Podcast. As you've probably seen, I'm being canceled online. This is our last episode. Sky isn't here. He refused to show. Eric is, though. He has no moral
He has
quandary.
no floor.
There it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Dude.
Love it.
That's awesome. Well, take us out of this so you can get on a plane, man. We gotta go.
No,
You got places to be
We
here.
stole another half an hour from people. So
No, thank you as always for watching and listening to this podcast, listening to the sound of us eating popcorn that is infinitely worse than popcorn you can get at the movie theaters. And talking about who knows what. If you did come to my show, thank you so much for coming to my show and supporting the show. If you want to support this show, get clips, get all kinds of cool summaries of the stuff that we do. Make sure to follow us on social media, Creating Character Pod, Instagram, YouTube. It's the best place to find us. Tell a friend about the show. I don't know what you'd tell them.
Tell them it's bad.
Tell them, have you
Tell
ever
'em don't
wanted to
listen.
watch three guys literally talk about whatever they want for 30 minutes?
Tell them like, subscribe, but you don't really have to watch it. It's
You don't
fine.
have to watch.
Just leave it on in the background.
Yeah. Just
So we
have.
get
There's
the
enough
time, you know?
episodes now that you could just loop a playlist.
Yeah, make a playlist.
But no, we genuinely appreciate you guys watching and listening. Throw a comment down in there. We love talking to you guys.
Yeah.
We love hearing from you guys. And let us know if you try the frozen popcorn trick. Or if you've been to space camp. We got a lot of topics. The problem is there's no one question to ask at the end of the episode. If you want to find out more from me, you can follow me, James Willems, basically on social media, whatever social media you choose. Sky, where can people find you? In the freezer drawer.
Scorpio Sky.
Perfect. Perfect.
My camera just went out.
And
So good
Eric's-
timing for everyone.
Eric's camera, if you want to see the bars and tone.
Oh no!
Taste the
I might
rainbow.
be. What?
I might be getting hacked.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Whoa! Wait a minute, Elon.
Oh no! Oh no! We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.